And what's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing? I apologize. I'm a few minutes late. I was trying to find this video and I finally found it. I had it on my phone, so I had to copy the link, send it over in my notes, pull it up on here so I could have it here because it's hard to find a YouTube with like 30 views on, on it. So, I understand for all my small YouTubers out there just getting started. But I appreciate anyone who stops by live right now or just later on in the future. We don't have any UFC fights tonight, and you guys know I am a UFC fan. It's the only sport that I watch. I might try to catch some boxing here and there. So later on tonight, probably around like midnight, I'm sure I'll probably try to catch the Canelo fight. But aside from that, I ain't got nothing going on tonight. So I figured I'd stop by here and hang out with y'all for just a few minutes. And earlier in the week, I was actually going through. I've had multiple YouTube accounts throughout my entire days. That I guess like making videos is just kind of something that I've always appreciated and I've always done, whether if I posted it anywhere or if I didn't. All my life, I've had some form of a camera in my hand, so I was always taking pictures and videos, things like that. And I stumbled across one of my old YouTube accounts, and I have access to it still. So up first, I'm gonna start posting, I guess, other types of videos, not UFC, MMA, like related on that account. If any of you care to follow it, I don't have anything new posted there now, obviously, but when I do stuff in life, I'm going to start posting it there. So if you guys wouldn't mind giving me a follow there, I'll pull it up on the screen when we get into it. But yeah, I found some old sparring footage from way back in the day, probably like 2011, something like that. So I figured we can watch it here together and now we can live react to it. But before we do, let me shout out the chat real quick. Shout out Austin for being in here even before we started. Oh man, this is going to be good. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I thought it was pretty funny to just actually find it and be like, holy smokes, your boy has old sparring footage out there, and I found it. So we got Ajax in the room. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for stopping by here, brother. And can't wait to see this footage of UFC card feed. Well, not too long, brother, and we'll get it pulled up here. Just shouting out the chat, and then what's going on? Hey, what's good, lads? Phoenix Priest, I appreciate you stopping by here today, brother. Can we make bets on this fight? Maybe in the chat. I'm not going to reveal anything of what happens or anything like that. It's not the longest thing in the world. Let's see it. All right, here we go. Let me make sure. Yeah, all right. Let me get my other thing pulled up here. What's going on, Nate? How you doing, brother? Let me get share screen and then do this. Okay, also share audio. Yeah, you guys have to hear it, right? Make sure you guys can see. We are pulled up on my other YouTube channel here. Matt doing things. That's me right there. When my hair was rather long and I had a Khabib haircut. But yeah, if you on my homepage, I have I have a few videos here, as you can all see, 13 years ago, 12 years ago. So this one right here titled The Rib Roaster from 12 years ago. What would that make it? That would make it what, 2011? I believe 2011. I think that's what I had this titled as. But you guys do have to excuse the quality because it was 2011 and the like the video cell phone footage wasn't the best. I believe this was probably filmed on from all my OGs out there. This was probably filmed on a Verizon Voyager at the time, something like that. But yeah, appreciate y'all for stopping by. If y'all don't mind, hit a thumbs up button on this video and let's get into it. So this is a minute video of me sparring from 2011 against you know what, let's just get into it. I'll talk about it just a little bit later. So starting off, we do have the touch of gloves. You hit me. Oh, okay. I do have to let y'all know that we were doing body shots only. We didn't have mouthpieces or headgear or like anything like that. So we were doing like neck and down was able to you know get get hit. So we're not punching each other in the head or anything like that. Oh, look at me with the strong attack. He wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready for it, y'all. He hits me with the leg kick. I wasn't a fan of that. Try to get him back, and he dodged out of the way.
Watch it, he'll go for a takedown.
Here it is. Boom! I wrecked him.
You gotta protect yourself, dude. Come on now.
Y'all, that was pretty much it for the most part. Like for the next 30 seconds.
Oh, that's the middle of a fight, fucker.
He just has my friend recording has some bad language and look at me just sitting here like, hey, I don't know what's happening.
Or pause. Y'all bro hug.
He says, y'all bro. He said I cracked his rib. Oh goodness. Those were the days. Those were the days indeed. Let me go back here. Let me go back here. Your first round TKO. Let me just see. Let me just see what y'all got saying in here. So gym card collecting. Let's go. All right. Nate Craig saying we'll be opening a 2023 Prism Blaster as I watch. Wish me luck. Good luck, Nate. You're probably still opening that right now because that was only a rather short video. Austin saying he subbed. I appreciate it, Austin. You're a true gentleman, man. Like I said, I don't really have anything posted there now, but in the future, I'll eventually start trying to post some stuff. I don't even think I'm subscribed to my own YouTube channel from the Golden Octagon, so that might be something I have to do. Gym card collecting. How old are you, Matt? Currently, right now, I'm 30 years old. So that would have been probably I was 17 or 18 at the time. So yeah, so me and my friends were really big into UFC. Like this was like right when like Brock Lesnar was like super big, was like kind of crossing over like back and forth. He had either just fought Alistair Overeem or he or was about to fight Alistair Overeem. He was probably fighting Cain Velasquez at the time because me and all my other friends were like huge, like I guess WWE fans. I was a fan of earlier in life, but I think late high school, like a few of my friends like really got into it, and like we used to like practice moves like on the like the trampoline and such. So then when we found like the UFC and like we started, practicing or whatever, we would throw on a pair of gloves and go swing and battle and go swing and battle it out. Things like that. It was fun back in the day. As a 30-year-old, I would not do that now though. Yeah. Just not smart, to do. Someone in Colorado, Justin Cagey shaking in his boots. Matt, the reverse through that that moment was hence the fourth down. UFC card feed first round TKO. Matt definitely saw red. Yeah, once I see red. No, I just didn't know what happened. I was like, damn, man, like that was it. That was quick. How'd you secure the famous stars and straps throwback sponsor? Yeah, man. Fun fact. So at that point, I probably would have worked at a Chick-fil-A, right? So from as soon as I was able to start working, that's when I started working. So 14 years old, I was in 8th grade. I got a worker's permit from my school to start to have a job in my town, if you will. So on Saturdays, I used to work at Chick-fil-A all the way until when I turned 18. So I worked at Chick-fil-A that entire time. And I just pretty much, I'm not trying to get into it too much, but yeah, was able to buy my own clothes, and that was, I guess, in at the time famous stars and straps. So I had probably just I have as many Sean O'Malley shirts now, if you will, as I had famous stars and straps back then. Yeah, and so kind of like fast forward just a little bit, then probably like right after like this video, I probably worked at a Wendy's for like 2 3 months, and then I joined the military. So right after this was about the last like sparring like this that I did, and then I just wish I had like earlier footage or like later footage of like me actually training or some stuff like that, because I have trained like a few times, and it is fun. But for me, the hard part is how much it costs, and it's like almost like 200 bucks a month, like before you even buy any of the gear, just like the monthly training. So usually it's just like a lot of money, and I I don't have just extra money like floating around like that I can just be you know training with. Maybe one day I'll get back into it. Tap out should sponsor you after this. Tap out what was in back in the day too. Was the ongoing body shots a Fight Club of some sorts, or was this a movie one and done? Or was this a one and done? I really don't think we like sparred or trained too much after that, to be honest. Oh, fast forward now. Yeah, that's what I was actually going to say. Fast forward now. Crazy enough, the guy that I was sparring with in this video, my dad ended up going on to like to marry like this like random lady, and she had a daughter. So I guess my stepsister now, and this the same dude in this video, right on the right side here, like with the long sleeves, this dude ended up marrying her. So this dude, I guess, is now I guess brother-in-law, step brother-in-law. How crazy is that? I don't really talk to my family like that too much, but I just thought that was funny, full circle how things like come like back around. Let's see. I recently met Jeff Hardy. Was only like the older WWE stuff, not as much of the newer stuff. Yeah, haven't like tried to watch it since like probably I would say 2011, something like that. Because after I like joined the Navy and everything like that, I just kind of it was just hard to catch stuff being like out to sea and everything like that, and you just kind of like lose track of like everything like that's going on. But now, you know, I'm at home, baby. I ain't doing nothing like that. Any plans on cashing in the fight career over the reverse? They're flipping into a chain of restaurants. The reverse. Probably not, Silent Six, brother. I wish. But now that you mention that, I do have to let y'all know I do have some plans for I think I'm gonna get a website started soon, because I know like a lot of people ask me about certain like UFC cards and everything like that, and for me it's hard to like to justify taking pictures of all kinds of stuff and then putting it on eBay to sell it for like $3 to $5. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to get an like a website started, and I'm going to basically start putting a lot of stuff on like my personal website, probably like a Shopify or something like that, to where it'll just be the same process, but without eBay taking 20% of my $5. It's like hard to justify sometimes. And once I get that started, and yeah, I'll have some cards listed on there, and also I would like to get some merch started for the channel. I know I've at least 5 to 8 people have asked me about shirts or hats or something like that. So, if y'all would like to support the channel, I think I'm gonna get some sort of like shirts started getting made. I know I keep saying it, but I'm just worried. I don't know how many of y'all would actually buy a shirt. So it's like, if y'all really don't want it, why would I make it? So I'll probably try to just get something thrown up. Probably spend my time actually trying to design something cool that you can wear on like fight day or like while you're ripping or something like that. Or if I see you out in public, say, hey, that's a cool shirt. But yeah, so quite a few things over here in the works. Tomorrow, really, I'm gonna work on designing this shirt and probably trying to get this website up, and hopefully maybe sometime next week I'll have some more news for you guys, or I might just leave it for the 2000 subscriber mark, because we're getting kind of close. We're like 55, 56 subscribers away from 2000. So once we get to 2000, that would be fantastic. That might be like a great time to drop it, but I might just start doing like also like exclusive shirts for like a certain amount of time or a certain amount of them, just for like certain fighters, because at the end of the day, I do all this because I'm a fan of the UFC and a fight fan, and clearly I like to create stuff. That's what I've always liked to do, even in like school. Like art class to me was the favorite. Like drawing pictures, I'm ass now. I would not attempt to draw anything cool, but I have an artistic side to me. I think I just like to create stuff. So I think that might be something that I start doing. And yeah, so just kind of a few things in the works over here, just kind of thinking out loud real quick, while I'm here sitting on live. I don't have a lot going on, as I said, just kind of chilling out. No UFC fights tonight, so I appreciate y'all for stopping by here, hanging out with me. UFC card fiend saying he probably still wakes up sweating now and then feeling that rib shot. The crazy part, and I think a lot of like UFC fighters actually say this, is like it really didn't feel like I wasn't trying to like kill him or or anything. We were just kind of like going back and forth. But I guess like UFC fighters say, like it's the one that you don't even really feel like hurt them, like is the one that like knocks them out. But I guess if you hit someone on the rib, like it wasn't like in the liver, like or anything like that. So kind of feel bad, you know, now, because it's like, man, that probably broke something. Like if he like stopped like that, I probably broke something. But hey, that was a long time ago at this point. It is what it is. Hit him with the McRib, but that I'm loving it. uh have you thought about Patreon? I haven't, man. My issue is I really don't feel like I have any more content to offer you guys, um I guess video wise, than I would put on here. And like I'm obviously not going to charge for like videos like this, because you guys are what makes me do this. Like I enjoy every single one of y'all being here. Like I don't want to put it behind a paywall or anything like that. And I I guess I just don't know what kind of content I would offer on a Patreon, to be honest. So that's why I would just rather make all my content, upload it here for free. Like you guys got me started here. Like I'm not gonna try to, I guess, put special content behind a certain area, because that would kind of make me feel bad, to be honest. So what I would like to do is just, if you guys want like a t-shirt or something like that, I could make it a lot easier. Like I think like with like the Shopify pages, like right under like the video, like right now, like there's like a link that like I could like put like the store there, where I could, just quick and easy, I could just put it right there where you can click on it and just go right from there. Because right now the only way I have anyone can buy anything is on my eBay. So that makes you to go and create an eBay account, and then makes you find my thing from there. And it just seems like a lot of steps that I think a lot of people just kind of want to just go there, buy it, and just be done if they want to support you. Because if there's too many steps, it just kind of, today's generation doesn't have, I guess, the I don't know, it's like the attention span to like really sit down and like try to do something. And I'm super guilty of it too. Like if I'm trying to figure out something and I just learn that it's going to be like so much work, and how interested in that am I, like, like a lot of people, as I said, like myself included, will just kind of like, maybe this isn't like for me. So I want to make it as quick as easy as possible for when I do it, that it'll just be able to you can click on it and just click it. What about being on Cameo? I don't think anyone would. A Cameo, Nate, if you want to shout out, man, let me know. I have no problem just just saying something wild, man. There's no, I don't guess, bro. At the end of the day, like right now, there's 11 people, 10 people, one person just left, 10 people watching this. So like at the end of the day, like I'm just a regular person. Like 10 people watching this is not anything wild to me personally. And even like later on, what, 200 people might see this. By no means am I anything big. And for me personally, it's hard to see myself growing to anything massive just because I don't know. I put myself out there and I try, but at the end of the day, it's hard when you're put in a little box, kind of, with what I'm personally doing over here. Only so many people can be interested in the UFC and in cards, things like that. So that's kind of why I'm kind of making this video right now to show y'all my like my other channel, just so everything that's not UFC related, I'll put there, and then maybe the other video, like the other videos that I make, maybe something can happen from there. But I'm gonna be here, like I am all the time, doing what I do here. Like that's not gonna be like the main focus. This channel right here, this is my main focus. But just anything like not UFC like related that I just happen to be doing or that I might be interested in, I'm gonna put over there on my other channel. I'll pop it back up here on the screen for y'all that for y'all that care to go drop me a follow. It's right there. It's called Matt Doing Things. And after this video's over, I'll put the link in the description, or I guess just the link is just at Matt underscore doing underscore things. Yeah, from YouTube. I don't know if you guys can see that up top. Who knows? But yeah, so that's just pretty much what we got going on tonight. Let's see, what do you got going? Doing OnlyFans, bro. What on earth would I do an OnlyFans for, bro? I don't plan on showing my butthole, That's for only a few people to see, buddy. Let's see. Dude, I bought a Tim Sylvia on Cameo and he totally messed up my script. I felt bad for him. But you gotta think, bro. These dudes right here getting punched in the head. You guys didn't see me get punched in the head right there. Only body shots. You gotta start somewhere, build it, and they will come. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, and Austin, maybe one day if I do eventually, have a fight, I might one day take one fight just to say, like I did it, and I'm like I can be on here and talk my shit, and then like no one can say, well, you've never got in there to do it, because even though I've never professionally gotten a cage, I've trained, I've sparred with quite a bit of people, people way bigger than me, way more experienced than me. And I realized, like, well, what am I doing? You know, I've I've done it. So to have like one fight, I think would be something that I would like to do at some point. And I'm 30 now, so if I got to do it, I got to get to it in the next 2 to 3 years. I gotta do it. So, yeah, with that being said, once I do that, I'll have some more footage here. But until then, that's all the fight footage that you're gonna get from me, Austin. And if I'm online showing my butthole and showing my titties, then that's gonna be bad luck, man. So until then, um, you know, no OnlyFans, Austin. Maybe after I have one fight and I retire, call it a career. You can find me on OnlyFans. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, I'm not gonna spend too much time on here. Y'all seem to keep your butt all tight. Your titties fighting my dude. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much tonight. This is kind of just a short little live I had going on. I was just on here chatting with y'all for the most part, answering questions if y'all had them. We went over some sparring footage that I had from all the way back in 2011, so 12 years ago. At this point, that's a long time ago. I was a child at this point. I'm surprised that the footage made it there. It's probably like 480p quality from a Verizon Voyager, for those of you that know what that is. But yeah, somehow have the footage and I kept it. It was uploaded on YouTube. I just had to find the channel. So I have the channel back. Going to start posting things there, non-UFC stuff, just everyday shit, and then hopefully people will enjoy that. You guys probably won't see as many like UFC shirts. You guys will see me in like regular shirts and things like that. But I truly appreciate all of y'all for stopping by. Right here on the Golden Octagon today. If you haven't already, do me a favor and hit a thumbs up button on your way out. And yeah, with that being said, we got fights this upcoming weekend. So we'll be right back here on the Golden Octagon MMA podcast on Wednesday and back to open up some cards again on Friday. I know what we're going to be opening up now, but I'm going to keep it a surprise. So yeah, with that being said, my name is Matt. This is the Golden Octagon, and I'll catch y'all Wednesday for the podcast. Yeah, y'all have a good Saturday night. Peace.